This is Access Houston on 97.9 The Fox.
Good Sunday morning. You are listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth, welcoming two first-timers. The lovely Jailyn Marcel from Paper City. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
And Shakti Baum from Edda's Kitchen. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
So, one of my favorite events in H-Town is kicking off tomorrow. Houston Black Restaurant Week.
Yes.
And
Starts tomorrow. Lots of exciting stuff happening over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks of
delicious food, great events, community.
Yeah.
Lots of fun stuff.
Great drinks, too.
Great drinks, bartending competition.
Pop-up dinner.
Pop-up dinner. Oh, yeah.
Sound bites, food truck festival.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, that's a big
festival.
thing.
Yeah. Nosh Culinary Showcase.
Let's get into all of these things.
Aroma, yeah.
So what is, for those who may not know, what is the purpose of Black Restaurant Week?
Do you want to take it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So Black Restaurant Week was really started to raise awareness for Black culinary in Houston. I think when a lot of people think of Black culinary, they have a narrow viewpoint of what that is, and this really is an opportunity to showcase the wide array of Black-owned and Black-run restaurants throughout the city of Houston.
Absolutely. How do you feel about it, Shakti?
I love it. It's been a great experience for me. I have a small pop-up kitchen and a cooking school, so I've had a great experience with Black Restaurant Week. We collaborated last year, had a great event, and so I'm back this year. So I think it's great. A lot of people come out. I've gotten a lot of new business from it, and met a lot of new people. So it's perfect.
Yeah, let's get into the many events that will be happening over the next 2 weeks. First, starting off with Sound Bites, the Food Truck Fest. I love that name.
Right, it's a great name. Sound Bites.
Right.
A lot of great music. Big Reeks, DJ Big Reeks will be there, and I think he's bringing a lot of his friends, the Waxaholics,
yeah,
and a few other musical guests. So I think that's going to be a great day. I think there's like 20 food trucks.
Yeah,
25
food trucks. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A lot of great food, and plus it's in 3rd Ward at Peggy Park, so it's in the hood. So it's going to be a good time.
Or hood adjacent. I always say,
hood adjacent.
We love the tray.
Yeah,
we love the tray.
We
love the tray.
I want to move over there so bad. I'm just like, do I buy a plot of land?
It's great.
You better buy it really quick.
I know,
buy
that's a whole other show.
Yeah,
I know.
That is.
I know, right?
Buy a fixer-upper.
I know, right? But back to the food. I know, right?
Back to the food.
Back to the food and Houston Black Restaurant Week here in Houston. Happening tomorrow, all running through the last day would be
29th.
the 29th, okay, of April. And shout out to Warren Luckett. Warren, I thought you was coming up here, bruh. But, I mean,
He's busy.
Hey, your substitutes
For sure.
are much easier on the eyes.
Warren Luckett and Fade Media, they're principals in this event also. They're really great. They're handling business as well. So.
Okay. Another event. You got the Power of the Palate.
Yes, really excited. That's our bartending competition happening at Lucille's Saturday, April the 29th, 4 to 8. We'll have 6 to 8 bartenders competing, craft bartenders competing for the title of Best Bartender. Lots of great prizes. Chef Chris Williams is cooking up a couple of roasted pigs out back. A lot of great cocktails. And the first 100 people get sort of a liquor flight. So you get to test all of the cocktails and be a part of the People's Choice vote, as well as watching the competition go down, which should be really great.
Okay. As far as the restaurants who are participating, and maybe there's someone who, is starting up
like
and all of that.
30.
Yeah, we have about 30. If you're interested, are we still taking
I think we are still taking entries.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can just
that was going to be my question. Like, how can one participate if time is still available for that?
You just head to houbrw.com.
So houbrw.com. And there's all of the information about the events, the tickets, any information you need for this event, you can find it at houbrw.com.
Correct.
And also follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
The hashtag HOUBRW as well.
Yeah. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Jailyn and Shakti, who's representing Houston Black Restaurant Week, happening tomorrow up until April to the 29th. A lot of events that are going down. One is called The Art of Flavor.
The Art of
Yes.
Flavor.
I love. First of all, these titles are
They're amazing,
stupid
actually.
dope.
I
mean,
agree.
they are really
Seriously.
are. Sound
No.
bites, The Art of Flavor,
I
Power of
totally
the
agree.
Palate. I mean, come on.
No, very
so
good.
let's talk about the Art of Flavor. What does that
Yes.
entail?
So the Art of Flavor is one of our finale events. It's at the end of the 2 weeks, and it is a exclusive pop-up dinner. It'll be 50 seats, and it is showcasing really young and up-and-coming chefs in Black culinary. And the chef this year will be Chef Johnny Rhodes. He's super talented. He actually has worked in really some of the best kitchens in the country. He worked at Gramercy Tavern in New York. He worked at Oxheart here in Houston, who was led by James Beard Award-winning chef Justin Yu. And he started his own pop-up dinner series shortly after that, and he will be opening up his own restaurant called Indigo later this year, which will be a tasting menu style restaurant. And he is really showcasing the true diversity in what Black people or Black chefs are doing in Houston. So we're extremely excited to
I'm
be
looking at his
showcasing
work,
his talent.
and he's
Yeah, it's very progressive.
artistic.
He is.
Absolutely. It's
The-
a
Like,
progressive
Yes,
menu.
it is.
Yeah, the food looks
Yeah.
like art.
Yeah, it does. And so he really puts the art and art of flavor. And I think that, it's extremely progressive. And he is inspired by where he grew up. He grew up here in Houston in Trinity Gardens. And his mission is to essentially bring his refined food back to that neighborhood. So his restaurant will be, I think he just found a new spot. So I'm not sure of the exact neighborhood yet. But it's basically to put these types of restaurants in our own neighborhoods. And so his menu is very much reflective of that. And it's smoke inspired, barbecue inspired, but in a more refined presentation. So
Didn't he do the Jensen Chronicles?
he did. That was the name of his pop-up dinner that he started after he left Oxheart.
So you can follow him on Instagram, actually, at the Jensen Chronicles.
Yeah,
Has
you
lots
can
of
follow
photos
that
of his
one.
food.
And then they have a new Instagram, and it's restaurant_indigo. And that really showcases his very artfully plated dishes. And so, that is on Monday, April 24th.
Yeah, I
And-
will be there. Warren sent me a personal invite, and I'm like, oh, it's going to be food. I'm
Yes.
going to be there.
Oh, and I forgot to mention this, who will have Tierney Malone, who is
Yes.
a amazing
Jazz
artist.
art,
Ah.
Yes, he actually just finished a stint at Project Row Houses with his feature called The Jazz Church. He will be at the dinner spinning jazz on vinyl. He's putting together a special art projection, so we're really excited to have him as well.
Yeah, we're excited about the whole ordeal. So
Yeah.
follow your forks and look forward to participate within these 2 weeks. It's the Black Restaurant Week happening here in Houston, April 17th through the 30th. And there's going to be so many events. The pop-up dinner that we just talked about, they've got Power of the Palate, which is a bartending competition. And they're going to have Sound Bites, which is a food truck fest with a bunch of artists that will be performing at Peggy Park in 3rd Ward. And so we are just excited to big up and let people know about the Black restaurant owners and the Black restaurants that are here in H-Town, because we, this is
need to
us.
know.
Right, they
People
do.
need to know. This
All
is
people, not just
that-
our
yeah,
people.
not
too.
Everyone
just
in
our-
the city.
everybody needs to know.
Everyone, yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a community event for everyone, and I think we failed to mention that it's benefiting Blue Triangle Community Center in 3rd Ward.
Yes.
Beautiful landmark of a building that women have taken over. I can't remember what year it was, but the Y sold
During
this
World War
building.
One.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Y had
Wow.
this building, but they sold it. A few women got together, bought this building, and they're still running it today.
Yeah.
And it can be very challenging taking care of such a large facility.
Yeah.
They have an
They have an
Olympic-sized
yeah.
pool, a commercial kitchen, and they're taking care of children in the neighborhood. So we want to support them.
For sure.
They need a new roof. So basically, all of the proceeds are going to support their efforts.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's a huge mural in the building.
Yeah, and I cannot remember the name of the artist, but it's yes,
Biggers, and it's a Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman. Beautiful, beautiful mural. It's been there since I think the late 70s.
It's historic. They've had it.
Yes.
Someone come out and value it. It's like, so if you have time, it's like an art museum sitting in the middle of Third Ward. So you should definitely.
And incredible, beautiful elders who are taking care of the space.
Yes.
You know, so many hidden gems in Houston.
For sure.
Historical and present day.
Yes.
And
well, we like to tear stuff down, so you
we
got to
do.
get to them really quick.
well,
Yes.
this is true.
Yes.
The one thing
yeah.
that they were supposed to tear down, they didn't, but I digress. Go ahead, Jailyn.
Oh, I was just
The
saying.
Dome. Right, that's a whole nother show, too.
Hidden gems in that way, but also in the restaurants that are participating. I write about food for Paper City, and so that's literally my job. And there are restaurants that I think I've covered that I didn't even know had part Black owners. So this has been also a learning experience for me, and I'm hoping it'll be an amazing learning experience for the Houston people. So
Yeah, so Houston,
Absolutely.
you know, save those dates. April 17th through the 30th, Houston Black Restaurant Week. 2 weeks of greatness, and it all benefits the
Blue Triangle Community Center.
So participate with us.
Go to the website.
Go
There's
to the
so
website.
much
Yes, so much
information.
info on the website. HOUBRW.com. That's HOUBRW.com. Go to the website. You can see the restaurants who are participating, the sponsors. You can get all of the information on all of the events that are happening throughout Houston.
And show up hungry.
yes.
Yeah, of course.
We
Show
have a
up
small
hungry.
business development as well. Aroma
Oh,
is
yeah.
launching small business development. We have 5 really great business mentors on a panel and a dinner for, I think, maybe 100 people. Those tickets are on sale. So they'll be giving great advice about franchising, starting new businesses.
The restaurant consulting series.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
That's
I
the first,
see
that's the
that.
launch.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I think it's
So,
like a
yeah.
5-course meal. Yeah, that's a great, one.
So get your tickets in, as I said, more information at HOUBRW.com. Black Restaurant Week happening tomorrow through April 30th. So it's going to be an event. Jailyn and Shakti, thank you so much. The lovely
you for
Jailyn
having us.
Marcel
Thank you.
from Paper City and Shakti Baum from Edda's Kitchen. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Good Sunday morning. You are listening to Access Houston. I'm your host, KG Smooth, welcoming back from Neighborhood Centers, Baker Ripley. Actually, the lovely Christina Cave. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great. Thank
Good,
you.
good. It's good to be back. You know, tax day,
Yes.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes.
I know. It's here.
It is. It is here. And unfortunately, you know, there are a lot of people who still may not have filed their taxes. You know, there's one person that we know who hasn't released their taxes. We've been waiting to see what's behind that, but you know, we'll keep on waiting. But enough about him. You all are offering still for people who have not done their taxes free tax preparation at Baker Ripley.
That is
but
correct.
you also have centers all over Houston as well.
That is correct. So during tax season, we have 12 tax centers all over the greater Houston area. So we have centers up in East Alding and Fort Bend, Bay Area, and all in between. So we do have some at Baker Ripley Community Centers, few of them, but then we partner with other organizations that provide us the space. So we can help more families around the city.
And what is the qualifications for a family to be able, or a person to be able to get their taxes prepared for free at Baker
Yes.
Ripley?
So as individual or family, the income has to be up to $58,000.
Okay.
So we can help anyone on that threshold. And then we get a lot of people that earn cash or check that are self-employed. We can help them for sure. But if they have to claim employees or loss, or maybe they claim their home as office, we cannot help with that. But other than that, we help anyone.
So for the basic tax filing, tax
Exactly.
preparation, you guys you got it covered.
We are there.
But if you want to, get detailed and start itemizing things, it's probably not for you. You probably need to go to, your accountant.
Yes,
per se.
exactly. Yes.
Absolutely. So for the families that will come to Baker Ripley probably tomorrow, maybe Tuesday morning, since the deadline is on Tuesday. You know how people are
Exactly.
with procrastination. What documents do they need to bring to Baker Ripley?
Yes, very important to bring their photo ID, their social security cards from them, and those who are in their tax returns, like their dependents, their proof of income, like their W-2s, their 1099s. If they earn through check or cash, they just need to know how much they earned last year, and if they have expenses that they would like to claim. And also, if they had health insurance, it's very important that they bring their 1095 form so they don't have to pay the penalty.
Yeah.
And if they have a bank account and they want their refund directly deposited there, it's very easy. Just bring a void check or maybe a bank a statement where they have the bank account and their routing number. So they make sure that the money is going to the right bank account.
Absolutely. You listen to Access Houston. We're talking to Christina Cave from Baker Ripley Neighborhood Centers. They're offering free tax preparation up until Tuesday.
Yes. So the 12 tax centers will be open until Tuesday, but we do have a year-round tax center that it's in our Southwest Community Center, that it's our Baker Ripley Community Center.
Okay.
And that one will be open on May 8th. So if anyone may file an extension, during this couple of days, they can come back after May 8th, and we can help them actually file their tax return.
That's cool. And just a note to all of you all who are going to take advantage of Baker Ripley's free tax preparation. You're waiting last minute, you know that you're going to be waiting. So just, pack some patience, maybe if you're going to come tomorrow or Tuesday to get your taxes done. Christina, what are some of the biggest misconceptions that people have about filing?
Well, sometimes there are very simple things that people hear about from their friends, families, relatives. We get a lot of people that come and it's like, well, my child is already in college. I cannot claim him or her as my dependent, right? And that is not true. As long as they are in college full time and they are under 24 years old, if you still take care of more than 50% of whatever they need to leave, their expenses, even if they're living out of state even, you can claim them as your dependent. And maybe if they are working, a side job or maybe in the summer, they can go ahead and file their tax return. In the tax return, they'll say, yeah, someone else is claiming me as a dependent, but I would like to get back whatever taxes were withheld during my period of time. So most of them get like from $50 to up to $500 of refund. As a student, that is awesome because it means you can get a book, buy pizza, whatever. It's your money.
Absolutely. A lot of times, Christina, people will get confused. Like, say they have a new job, and then they're filling out the W-9s.
Yes.
Okay, and they're not sure. Okay, so should I claim 0, but then I'm taking care of myself. So that means I'll claim 1, and then, they'll claim 1, thinking that they may get a refund at the end of the year. But when they file, they end up owing. And then they kind of realize, like, well, wait a minute, I filed 1, it's just me, but maybe I should have filed 0. So can you clear that up? Because I know I myself struggled with claiming 0, claiming 1. And I always had to ask the person in the business department when I started a new job throughout my radio career, at least up until the time I was about, 28. Then I finally figured it out, like, oh, you claim 0, you get more at the end of the year. But, from a tax preparer's point of view, can you explain that concept?
And that is an excellent question, and we get it a lot. And some people may claim more dependents that they actually have, and they're scared about it. You know, once they come and get their taxes done, whatever you put in that form, it means that how much taxes you want the IRS to withhold before time. So once you get to the tax preparer, that is the actual information that counts, because there you know for sure how many dependents you have, if you even had your income, if you had any expenses, anything like that. So that is the real deal. So if you had withheld a lot of taxes, like you said, you put 0 and you don't have many dependents or whatever, you're simply getting back the money that you deserve. You know, you just saved the money. But then there are some people that actually need the money up front, you know, month to month. But maybe by the end of the year, you know, they're like, oh, well, you have to give back the money because you got more money than one you gave to the system. So it's just that it doesn't matter what you put there. Just keep in mind that at the end of the day, the count you have to answer to Uncle Sam, whatever it is, right?
And Christina, let me tell you, those years that I owed the IRS and I owed Uncle Sam, I did not like it. I did not like it one bit.
Yes.
And I made sure that the next job that I had, I am claiming 0. Take it all now.
Yes.
I'll get it back at the beginning of the year.
And it's a good way to save as well, you know? So,
Absolutely.
and it's a nice surprise to hear from your tax preparer, oh, you're getting this from a tax return. So it's like, oh, nice, refund.
Right. Absolutely. Hope some of you are getting a refund this year. You're listening to Access Houston. We're talking to Christina Cave from Baker Ripley's Neighborhood Centers, who is offering free tax preparation. You can visit the website at freetaxcenters.org. That's freetaxcenters.org. Or you can also call 211. What is calling the 211? What is that?
211 is the United Way helpline. So they know about any service that it's out there, actually statewide in Texas, that are helping the families. And right now during tax season, we are one of the priorities. Nice. So if people call, and it doesn't matter what language they speak, there are operators there, and just tell them, I don't want to pay to get my taxes done. My earnings are such, and they will direct you to your nearest tax centers.
Yeah, that's great. And people should know, like, it's very important that we specify that this is free. You do not have to pay anything to get your taxes done. The only prerequisite is that we are doing this for families earning up to $58,000, which that isn't a lot. I don't. Whew, God bless you if you're living off of that.
Well, believe me, we get a lot of the families that come and we help them live with less than $20,000.
Wow.
And I'm actually talking about families that have dependents.
Right.
So they really need services like ours, that not only they get free service, but quality service.
Yes.
Because sometimes out there's people that are taking advantage of them and offering refund advance loans that will be stuck with interest, and then they'll have to pay fees and all of that. So you understand that these people really, really deserve and need each cent of their refund.
So please take advantage of that. You know, don't go, if you want to go to the little pop-up one that's in your local Walmart, don't do it. If you want to go to, you know, your cousin who has been doing taxes because she's got her accountant's degree, but you know, you haven't seen anything. You don't know how kind of work that she does. Don't go to her. Like, go to someone who is going to help you the right way. They're not going to stick you for any money, because that is a dangerous trap to fall in, Christina, going with these other preparers and them guaranteeing you, you know, $1,200 up front. And then, as you said, you know, it's tacked on with fees.
And then the worst part, I really want people to watch out. If someone is listening and they earn a little bit more than what we are able to help, a good tip is go with someone that you know it's always there first. And then make sure that they have fees that are already established. Don't go with someone that tells you, well, it depends on how much you're getting of a refund, because then they'll start pushing to add credits to your tax return, which will here, very nice because you're getting a bigger refund.
Right.
But actually,
And she put that in air quotes, bigger refund, just so you know.
yes,
Mhm.
and this is only for them to get more money. But at the end of the day, the IRS may contact you 2-3 years later saying,
Right.
no, you claim this credits and this is not wrong. Do you have a way to prove it? And obviously you won't be able to do it. And you are the one stuck with the debt. And
Wow.
interests are just coming up and up and up. So just watch out.
Watch out. Christina told you to watch out. So watch out for it. There's a lot of scams out there to get your money and take more from you when you need every cent that you can get.
Yes.
So take advantage. Christina, please tell us the hours for Monday and Tuesday for this free
So
text.
all of our 12 tax centers will be open. Some of them will be open as early as 9 a.m. and will close as late as 7 p.m. So just go to our website, freetaxcenters.org, or just call 211 and tell them where are you located in the city. They will send you to your nearest tax centers. Come, if maybe you're not ready yet to get your taxes done, just come and get an extension. It's super easy, and that way you make sure you don't get penalized for
Right.
filing late.
Right.
And that is very easy, and we can help you with that.
So take advantage. Baker Ripley Neighborhood Centers offering free tax preparation. You just call 211, or you could visit the site at freetaxcenters.org. That's freetaxcenters.org. Christina, thank you so much for coming through again.
Thank you, and happy tax day.
Happy tax day to you as well.
Thank you.
And thank you for listening to Access Houston.
We'll be back with more Access Houston on 97.9 The Box.